Okay, I think we're good now. I think. I don't know yet. We'll find out after we find out. Stay tuned. I know what the issue is, and I'll solve that right. Come on. Hello? What?
Your YouTube video you just posted?
Yeah.
I don't know if you're live or not, but I was trying to text you.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm working on it right now. Yeah, no, it's live. The TTS didn't kick in yet. That's why.
It's some message as follows. Hi. Welcome. Elements.
What? You know, I just realized I have the title to the truck. You know, I'll just mail it. I'm good. I'm fine. I gotta go. I gotta stop delaying myself. I'm really good at procrastination. But, man, like, really good at procrastination. Nice. It's just gonna be a black stream until like I hit like a major city, and then it's just gonna be like lights everywhere. That's hilarious. You think I'll make it there with 300 miles of gas? Yeah. Well, GPS says you're 948 miles away. I do feel like I can get there with $300 worth of gas. So I figured out how much propane I need to live if I just wanted to switch to just propane. Like, be like a Hank Hill person. And it's like, for a month, I only. So I'm going to try to figure out what size tank to get put on. Or, no, I think I'll just use the standard, like, propane tanks on the pickup truck. So that way, it's like, I plan to get a dual generator or a dual refrigerator. Like everything is going to be dual powered. Like it's going to be around electricity and or propane and or gas.
Yeah, well, Green City's 2 hours southwest. Yeah, and it's in the box. I'm thinking they're going in that big box right there underneath the incubator.
So is my live stream actually streaming them? Yeah, it says it is.
And the box is a mess, right? Um, well, the two people are alive on here.
That's good.
I see you booking with their headsets and a turntable.
Oh yeah, that's just in my little thing, so that way you can tell it's live. Is it okay? Cool. It's like just really faint, and once people start chatting, you can't tell it's there. Yeah.
What's Green City? And then I hear the fucking bird.
What to what? Bird is a word. Oh, this is exciting. Well, this is exciting. Like, part of me wanted to sleep tonight. The other part of me wanted to drive. So, like, I'm just gonna do one then the other. Plus, I got like heated seats, a heated steering wheel, and then I had a hard time finding like your address. So I just haven't set like not the numbers itself, but it's just like the road name wasn't popping up in my GPS. Okay, the last one wasn't, but no, okay, cool. Then I got the right street name in there. I just cool thing about car GPSs after 2015, I believe, you can just punch in the coordinates and bam, it will take you there. So it's like I don't even have to use my phone for GPS. Cool, huh? Oh, and the great thing is this thing has a lane assist, so like my arm doesn't get tired as often anymore because I'm not holding the steering wheel as much. Like I just have to have my hands gingerly on it, at least on the freeway. Like this thing drives itself. It has adaptive cruise control, which means if like somebody in front of me is going slower, it'll just slow me down to a complete stop sometimes. Make it as it's augmented pilot, if you will. It's great. Like, well, I only trust if I had to give it like a trust rating, I'd give it like a 7 out of 10. Or like 10 out of 10, I'd trust my child with my life. I wouldn't trust the car. You know what I mean? Like if your kid says do something, you're like, that's kind of dangerous. It's like, mom, just do it. You're like, you know what? Okay, fine. There's a there's a name for that for like when you go like monkey brain because your child requested it versus anyone else. I'm not gonna be there till tomorrow. I'm not gonna be there till tomorrow afternoon. I mean, that's what like we're supposed to. You? Freaking. Now, if I can just train this thing or figure out how to make it just change lanes for me, that would be awesome. Well, I mean, with me there, it's just gonna change everything, and then we're gonna make a plan. That's like because I need to make enough money to make sense and everything. So, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And if your kid's not responsible enough to understand it, that's not my problem. I would just like to get older, quicker, richer, quicker, so that way when I am older, I'm still getting richer. Yeah, yeah. That's what I was like. And I'm at a pivot point in my life where I'm tired of being just like status quo and paycheck to paycheck and all this other bullshit. So it's like I'm just this year I'm implementing 15 different ideas to help me have residual income. Cool, huh? How much dashing did you do tonight? Well, like wait, you do the shopping ones? Fuck that shit. Sorry, I don't, I only like to get out of the car like twice. That's just because I'm a delivery princess. Oh yeah, no, like anytime it says use drive through, I love it. Unless there's a line, then I hate it. I have to sit there for like wild. But I also have a messed up back and arm, so it's like really hard for me to hold the cards and stuff. So I, I turn it on when I need to make like when I'm just stuck waiting. Yeah, I'm gonna deliver in half an hour or whatever. Then I'll just be like, all right, open my preferences, and then I sit next to like the clusters of stores and restaurants. And occasionally, I'll go on the DoorDash app and see what restaurants are having promos. I'll sit next to those ones because even though it says free delivery to the customer, we still get paid. So in, in fact, I feel when they do free delivery, they often give a bigger tip. Well, I mean, it feels good to save money, and then it feels good to give that money to someone who's working for it. Not needs it, but working for it. Like as people, we're more willing to give people, money if they're working for it. It's like, oh, hey, I took out your trash, fix this, fix that. And can I borrow $10? Like, no, you just have $10 because like that's all the shit I would have done, but you just saved me time. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like my brother was stuck in like you know, it is a teenager, like expecting to have a mom always there. I'm like, no, I'm never home. Anyone that's met me knows I'm never home. And the only thing I'm remorseful of is just not spending more time with my daughter. But I feel like I've gotten to a point with her that she is okay with me being gone versus her being gone. Because like, right, like we live close enough currently so she can see grandma whenever she wants on the weekends. She hasn't done that in over 6 months. Kind of gotten over the whole like I'm gonna go see grandma all the time, which is normal for her age. It's normal. Yeah, she's highly intelligent, just naive, right? But since she's naive like I am, which is I when I first meet you, I trust you like everyone else until you prove me otherwise. Versus like having that second, I'm just train her to be more aware of like, hey, verify your information before you just go with it. Ooh, I got a phone mount for the windshield, so it's gonna make it a lot easier. And if you want to connect your phone to the Android Auto, so that way it automatically brings up the map every time you click the app, so I can set that up for you. Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna set up all these things so that way you can just work in the background with while I'm working on my stuff. Like I want to be a content creator, but I also understand it takes a team of people. You're my executive director, so like if I start building a team and I get overwhelmed, like you can just step in and you don't have to care. Like you just be like, hey, no, Bree wants it that way. Well, it's like executive director. It's the literally next step down from the executive producer. I have learned corporate titleization. Yeah. So if you'd like, you'd be my employee number one or co-founder or however you want to look at it with like the marketing company I have. big, and so you own shares of the company. Which is really cool because I'm going to do profit sharing. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I just want to have fun, make a shit ton of money, and bring my friends with me. But I want to lay out my financials like a corporation, so that way at the end of the day, when I'm having fun making content, spending time with the people I enjoy, I don't financially get fucked. Or my friends. Well, luckily I have employers like PayPal in my background now that I understand financial transactions so well. In fact, most of my panic attacks for the last year have been over finances. Mm. But I'm not sad anymore. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, you remember May a couple years ago? Like, yeah, totally not that person anymore. I don't know, I'm starting to go like get back into the rhythm of who I was before, like when I started like Twitch streaming. So like, yeah, I just want to keep the momentum going on my channel, other stuff. I decided to move the camera so you can actually just see in front of the car. So next rest area, I'm gonna pull over and check the equipment and call it good. I've also learned I have to take a break every 2 hours to stretch, or else I hurt. So, oh, I didn't get a chance to look at liquor stores today. I said I did not have a chance to look at the liquor stores. But tomorrow, wherever I'm at, around 6, I'll start looking for what time liquor stores open, whatever state I'm in. Yeah, yeah, we'll have a jolly good time and then grind for a week and a half. I don't know. We'll pace it out. We both got our own pains. Um, but I've been talking about this trip for how long now? That's what I thought. Like at least 6 months. Yeah, because I looked through my messages and I remember sending you. I saw when I was like sending a message back in September. Hey, you want to help me with a YouTube series? Sure. Just nothing. Well, the issue I was having was a lot of my short-term memory wasn't getting like put into my long-term. So all the stuff I was trying to calculate or think about was like really old information or just right now. No in between. Like think about the first time you drove on the freeway compared to how you drive on the freeway now. So imagine every time. Now you drove on the freeway felt like the first time on the freeway, and you're going, and the other part of your brain that understands like everything as as far as what you just need to do to be a normal adult in your life. I was like, no, normally I'm fine with Kool-Aid. What's going on? Like, why is my body sending me all this, like, so over time, I could learn, to be honest, you need to set better boundaries, guidelines with your kid. Give a restriction that makes sense so that way it doesn't hurt you. Mm, mm, fun, keep fun. Oh no, I am so used to seeing my microphone level have like noise on it all the time that it looks weird to me when it doesn't. The really cool thing is like it could still pick me up outside the car. So so it this thing says like 1:45. What time do you think I'll 1:45? 1:45. 13:45. Yep. I'm shooting for like 6. Yeah, it's like I got myself a extra large drink, full tank of gas, heat seats on, so like my back's gonna thank me later. Actually, it's thanking me now. The seat really helps. Oh my god, this whole rental life has been great. Like I feel spoiled as shit. It's only like $500 every 2 weeks, and I have a car. And I don't have to care about maintenance. So at least that's how I justify it. I mean, luckily now it's one of those things. Like I achieved the goal of getting another vehicle to just drive that isn't, you know, on payments. Like I have a pickup truck, and I'm converting that into, like a place for me to just. It's gonna be like a chill place slash like editing room. Does that make sense? So that way, it's like wherever I set up, it's like it just looks like a old rock. And it's the best incognito, like the inside's gonna be like decked out with like frames and equipment, and it's gonna look like a plain old like For some reason, I just want to call it like a Tijuana truck because the way it looks. But either way, I don't know, I like it. It's starting to run a lot better as I keep putting more gas into it and like just getting the old gas out. Because they told me it's sat, and I'm like, well, usually when people think, usually after 3 to 6 months is when you consider your vehicle's been sitting. Like a week, you don't even think about it. It's like, oh, I just drove it the other day. That was like a week and a half ago. It's the other day. And batteries, or most cars, newer cars are designed for the battery to keep it alive for like at least 2 to 3 weeks before like it just drains it. That's why they tell you nowadays, like, if you plan to let your car sit for a long time, disconnect the battery. Yeah, all the new stuff, it just keeps sucking on the battery. Well, I'm not gonna. If I'm gonna drive that thing over 1,000 miles, I'm gonna get the engine tuned and I get all the old stuff replaced. Like, I'm essentially gonna rebuild my whole engine, like just part by part. Like, I like that little truck. If I can just do that, that's cool. So it's like this trip, it would. I mean, I could have gone and registered today, but it would defeat the whole purpose of like having a vehicle just do door dashing. It's like, I'm not gonna dash in that thing. It's that shit kind of killed your car. Because like you're constantly having to like park it and then get out, park again, get out. Like, so you're constantly opening and closing the door. You're having to put it in park. You have to put it in reverse. You have to keep on just using the transmission. So I absolutely love my sixth sense for cops. Like, I felt like I was going too fast, so I kind of like brought it down, and a mile later, I see a cop on the side. So I'm like, all right, cool. Nothing told me. I had no devices to give me a heads up. Just my instinct. Oh, I tried to become a cop, and when I failed at that, I just learned how to not be around them unless I need to be. So there's a high probability that it's unavoidable on long, expensive trips. So it's like, yeah, no, all my paperwork's legit. Everything's good. Like, it, everything feels right. You know, I this is the first time we're gonna meet, so obviously, like, it's gonna be fun, different. I I'm somewhat repulsed by like cigarette smoke, but that's a thing I've been working on recently. Which is weird because like I smoked for 18 fucking years. That's why I'm like, no, no. My happy medium is for me to be around it and not want it. Not this whole like walk away. Because I used to smoke to hang out with people. You know what I mean? Huh? I'm sorry. You know, sometimes like you feel like you're about to cough, but then you don't. Like, it's right there. It's like, oh, there it goes. Or you get the ones that sound like a. Are you trying to start like a weed whacker, where it's like you're like, and you're like, why can't they stop coughing? And you're just chugging away at your drink too, and you're like still trying to cough, and you're like, what is stuck in my throat? Like your throat's trying to give birth to like a pollen bug or something. I don't know. That's every time. It's because of freaking pollen. Like it's really bad down here sometimes where I have to sit in my car and just have filtered air. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I can tell which part of my sinuses are being affected. So I've developed a sense of like, am I getting sick or am I too much? And it's like you can tell by how much mucus you're producing, and then color. But that's it gets into TMI territory at that point. Oh, my headache was so bad yesterday. I thought I was gonna die of a freaking what is that? Aneurysm. There we go. I had massive pressure behind my eyes. Like I could not. I had to keep on squeezing my eyelids to feel better. I'm not trying to play race to the bottom game on this one. Like headaches suck. But like, yeah, I definitely had a migraine. How much? How much is a new water pump? Holy shit! What's those old school like water pumps? You know what I'm talking about? Where you just have to pump by hand? Get one of those with a reserve tank.
So, and a clock, that has something to do with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, Chippy. Sorry, I got a state trooper in front of me. No, you're good. Like I said, I have this active, like, it will literally just pace whatever speed he is. It's great. You don't have to care. We'll go on.
I can check it out, give you a call back.
No, I appreciate it. Like, I'm probably going to call in a couple, well, no. The one person I like to call my road trips is already in bed. Well, the other person besides you. Actually, I have a handful of people I call on road trips. I think that's why I do it. You know what I mean? But okay. Um, I'll probably. I'll just keep me on live feed all night. I'm gonna find at some point I'll find a rest area. the plan right now. Be there between 2 and 6.
Okay.
Woo! Hangout time! I'm excited. Alright, you gonna go to bed?
Yeah.
Alright. Get some sleep. Much love. Night night.
Bye-bye.
Alright. Is there anybody in chat?
Follows.
I like how everyone back there saw that that was a trooper before I saw the trooper. Or we all figured I was the trooper at the same time, and I'm just brave enough to be closest. I don't even know. But it's just super choppy.